Welcome to the heart of adventure, where the rugged beauty of Stellenbosch becomes the battleground for the Fortuner Challenge. From breathtaking landscapes to adrenaline-pumping challenges, join us as four fearless competitors and their sporting heroes gear up for a two-day thrill ride, where only one will conquer the terrain and drive home in style with the coveted prize, a brand new Toyota Fortuner. Get ready for the journey of a lifetime, where the spirit of competition meets the wild essence of Stellenbosch. The event kicked off at Asara Wine Estate and Hotel, where our four nervous yet excited competitors were welcomed, fitted and registered for what promised to be an unforgettable experience. It was then onto the specialized head office at Blauklippen, where the contestants got to meet their heroes. Toyota Cheetahs and Springbok loose forward, Opa Mahoje. Olympian and Commonwealth Games gold medalist, judo star Jerene Witboy. Cycling sensation Sam Saunders. And Dakar Rally winner and SA racing legend Janelle de Villiers. First and foremost, the critical team selection. A blind draw was conducted to discover who would join forces in the hunt for that magnificent Fortuner. Here are the teams. With the admin out of the way, it was time to have some fun, as the teams jumped straight into the action with Task 1.
So the event's called Brain and Pain. The brain part is the heroes will be doing equations, and once they do it, complete a set of equations, they can either load weight onto the challenger's bar or offload weight from their challenger's bar.
Brain and Pain, sponsored by Quartz Engine Oil. Maths and Muscle. Heroes were given two sets of equations, each set varied in difficulty, with a different weight associated with each. As the heroes completed an equation, they added weight to any of the other contestants' bars. The last team standing won.
Yeah, interesting. We had to do a couple of equations and then add weight to each other's bars. Yeah, good start, we're happy.
On to Task 2. Ring It Out. Delivered by Salomon. A two-part challenge.
We've got to balance a tennis ball on a secure base plate and move backwards along the rope 30-second increments without dropping the ball off the base plate.
Phase 1 saw teams attempt to balance the ball on the base plate with some ropes in an elimination-based event, with the last person standing able to decide their starting position for Phase 2.
It was tough, the balancing for me. But I feel it's because I'm short and I have to have the rope there, so when I'm sliding with my hands, it's like the ball is just going.
We're attached to a bungee cord, and then the other contestant on the other side, and we need to pick up the balls and place them outside as quickly as we can, and as many balls as possible.
Phase 2 saw two contestants harnessed to a center pole by a bungee cord. They had to remove different weighted balls from the ring while competing against each other. It was all about speed, strength, and perseverance.
Yo, bending down, getting up. Gets exhausting. Next to next. But it was lekker though.
The teams barely had time to catch their collective breath before facing Task 3.
This challenge is basically about knowing your Fortuner. So me and John, what we're going to do, she's going to jump in here, and then we're going to get to the Fortuner. We're going to get to the Fortuner. They'll ask us a question related to the Fortuner, and we're going to answer it. If we get it wrong, then we have to come back and start here, and then go back to answer.
The Let's Roll Zorball Challenge, sponsored by Quartz Engine Oil, beautifully explained by Opa. But the catch here was that the team member inside the Zorb was blindfolded. Then, they had to know their stuff when it came to all matters Fortuner.
7, 8, 9, 10.
How many occupants can a Toyota Fortuner transport safely?
7.
7, correct.
Let's go! Forward, champ! Let's go!
Which way?
Can you hear my voice? Let's go, straight. When you're looking, straight.
Like this. Blindfold. good. Rolling around, no sense of left, right. But I had a good navigator, so I'm allowed.
Task 4. The Quartz Engine Oil Urban Track Scrambler.
So now we're going to have to get in the back of the Toyota Fortuner. They're going to hand us a few pieces of a puzzle. The puzzle must be completed within 30 minutes, where we then, if you struggle, at 50 minutes they will show you a picture of the answer. And then once you think you have the puzzle completed, you just blow the horn and time will be stopped.
Sounds simple enough. But at 3-minute intervals, the Fortuner was reversed up a few more meters before reaching a maximum angle of 43 degrees. As for the other two teams,
we are going to be changing the tyre on this Fortuner, so something I've only ever done in my dad's buggy. He's got a Hilux, so at least a little bit familiar with changing tyres on one of those, so hopefully got a bit of an advantage here.
And this was to be done with the Fortuner delicately placed on the Urban Track's cross axle.
It was a pleasure in comparison to everything else we've done.
After a hearty dinner, there was no time to rest as teams took on Task 5. Stalk the Toyota Fortuner, sponsored by Garmin.
Alright, we're right back at it again. Toyota Fortuner, Stalk the Fortuner Challenge. We've got 8 contestants out on the field at the moment. They're trying to make their way back to the Fortuner behind me. They've got the whole of Blyklip estate to get through. You've got to navigate pathways, sentries out there, alarms, smoke machines, pretty much everything we could throw out there to stop them from getting to us.
Teams were given a GPS location of the Toyota Fortuner, which was located at an iconic location on Blyklip estate. However, they had to find it without being spotted.
Yeah, there is!
The pressure of like the time is such a strange mix to balance. It's like, how much do you push, how much do you wait, and do you go left, do you go right, do you make a noise? Oh, it's crazy, it's so much fun.
The second and final day began with Task 6, the mountain bike Exco Enduro sponsored by Specialized, set in the beautiful Eden Trails in Paradijskloof.
We are going to be cycling a 400 meter loop, and then our hero is going to be running up and down the hill and working in a tag team situation like that.
Phase 1 saw contestants race through the course while their heroes collected balls, subject to them knowing their stuff.
How many gears does a Toyota Fortuner have in total?
6 speed.
Well done.
For every 2 laps a contestant completed on their magnificent Specialized mountain bikes, their respective hero could go out to hunt for a ball. However, if they got a question wrong, they'd have to complete another lap before trying again.
Alvin, what size are the tyres on the Toyota Fortuner?
265
Yeah.
/60 or 80.
Cool, here we go. Go on, you go.
Well done. Ball in the bucket and tag. Okay, go.
Quite a steep hill and it's loose and it's hot, more than 30 degrees. Yeah, this is a proper challenge. You know, and Jan did the bike course so quickly that I didn't get any chance to rest. I don't know if that was an advantage or a disadvantage.
Who was the Rugby World Cup player of the tournament?
Once a total of 4 balls were secured, it was time to take on the balance maze. Easy in theory, extremely difficult in execution. Teams had to get all the balls in the various resting spots to complete the challenge. The penultimate event saw teams compete in one of the world's fastest growing sports.
So we're going to play a game of Padel.
Sort of like a cross between tennis and squash.
Keep it simple, just get it over the net and follow through with the ball.
The Thule Padel tournament saw teams take each other on in a shortened round-robin competition, with one outfit emerging victorious. Padel has certainly taken South Africa by storm in recent years, and it was no surprise to see the team shine at the pristine courts in Avontuur.
Yeah, we were lucky. I think we won the game, Jan and myself.
The best was saved for last. The eighth task, the finale, promised to be the toughest of the lot, as teams ready themselves for a bruising, lung-busting few hours in their final push to win the competition.
So we'll be handed coordinates, we need to collect keys, then we'll be opening bike boxes or the Thule boxes on top of the roofs, get a stand-up paddleboard, inflate it, cross the river, get more coordinates, get more keys at those coordinates, come back here, then get more directions, mind puzzles, and figure out how we need to stand up paddleboard through a course on the dam. Both partners will be doing that, then we come back, unlock our bikes, and hopefully we're done.
The challenge combined multiple disciplines set across the Blaauwklippen grounds and required teams to rely on plenty of fitness, finesse, navigation, communication, and skill. What a challenge! And that was just phase one. Once teams had managed to find their SUP, inflate it, and get across the dam without paddles, they then had to retrieve another key, which was at the end of a long series of knots. The key gave them access to a mind puzzle, which they had to memorize. This was the order in which each team member had to cross the various buoys via their SUPs. Failure meant penalties. Success resulted in the reward of a key to get them their specialized mountain bikes. Phase 3 saw teams follow a short course to the pump track and specialized HQ.
Yes, the last part of the final stretch. So between the two of us, it's a relay. Have to go around the track, the specialized track, collect 4 balls, and then hoist them up until the Toyota sign into the holes. First one to sink 4 holes takes it home.
The balls were given for every 2 completed laps of the course, with teams alternating riding responsibilities, while laps were added based on penalties accrued during the SUP challenge. The final puzzle saw teams attempt to navigate the balls up a wall maze while standing on a balance beam. The goal was to get all 4 balls into the correct slot at the top of the Toyota badge. But every time a ball dropped, it was back on the bike to fetch a new one. 2 days done, 8 events conquered, 1 Toyota Fortuner to win.
To our 4 contestants, Jean-Rie, Daniel, Jan and Marcus, it's now my pleasure to announce the winner of the Fortuner Challenge 2023 and a brand new Toyota Fortuner is
It's overwhelming. It's completely overwhelming. Wow, all I can just think is how fantastic it was. The things we did, the people that were involved, the organizers.
And so ends another phenomenal Fortuner Challenge. See you in 2024.